Making money is an inside job. When you lead with radical joy, profit follows. Today, I'm going to reveal how this works so that you can experience greater profit in your business as a result of genuine joy in your life. I'm Kayla Jetta. I'm one of the co-founders of Rise Leadership Circle, where we coach soulful entrepreneurs and leaders to have a rich life by owning their desires with a business that comes along for the ride. There's something that I see a lot of entrepreneurs doing, burning the candle at both ends, trying to build a thriving business. And they want this business to thrive, one, because they want to make an impact for the most amount of people possible, and two, because they have big dreams for their own life that they want to experience. And I totally get it and celebrate every entrepreneur who is here to have a thriving business. But what happens while we're doing this is we create a get there mentality. We have a mindset that thinks, once I get there, then. Once I have enough clients, then. Once I make enough money, then. Once I have more team members, then. Once I'm able to take a week vacation, then. Once I get a book deal, then. Once my podcast launches, then. And so when we have this get there or this then mentality, it's like we're always trying to hike the mountain. We're trying to go up and up and up because we think that when we get there at the top of the mountain, then we're going to have the experience of life that we want and that all of our dreams are going to come along with us. And while we're hiking up the mountain, our experience is often struggle or exhaustion or burnout or feeling like we are going so hard, we know that we cannot sustain the pace or the stress or the pressure that we're putting ourselves under. But we think that when we get there, then all will be well. It will all be worth it in the end. Have you ever heard the ends justifies the means? And so we're working so hard, efforting so much, carrying so much on top of us because we think that when we get there, then it's all gonna pay off. But here's what I've learned. That doesn't work, my friends. Because when we are trying to get there then, we're relying solely on external forces. We are relying on willpower solely and on motivation that does not come from inside, but comes from the top of the mountain, that comes from this carrot dangling at the top of the mountain. So we rely heavily on strategy, which is an external force. Now, I love a good strategy, and I want every entrepreneur to have at least one awesome strategy that they really love and are using. But we can't have strategy on top of scarcity or on top of exhaustion or on top of nothing. If we are solely relying on strategy to take us up the mountain so that when we get there then, we're going to be unfulfilled. So this method of hiking up the mountain doesn't work. But here's what does work: leading with joy. When we let joy lead, profits cannot help but follow. And I'm not talking about forcing yourself to pretend that you're happy. I'm talking about genuine joy. So this does not mean that you need to bypass any other emotions to try to force yourself to be happy. P.S. That won't even work. And for more on that, go and watch my earlier video on how to welcome, be with, and process all of your emotions. But here's why leading with genuine joy works. Because everything is energy. And one way that we can measure energy is with the unit of hertz. Hertz is a unit of measurement that measures frequency. So a measurement in hertz, that a higher measurement in hertz will attract other energies of the same or lower frequency. In this way, energy acts like a magnet. So when we are in fear, our frequency measured in hertz is 100 hertz. Now, that vibration is lower than that of money. So our money magnet isn't activated. If we're in fear, we're at 100 hertz and we are turning on our magnet only for energies that are the same or lower frequencies. This is why when we are struggling to hike and climb and push our way up the mountain, we are often in a low frequency. We are in something like shame or guilt or despair or anger or desire or even pride. We're committed and determined, and that commitment and determination comes from a place of fear, desire, often. And so those frequencies are all beneath the energetic frequency of money. And so science just tells us it's not an energetic match. When we are at one of those frequencies, we're only activating or turning on our magnet for something that is the same frequency or lower. Courage at 200 hertz is really the first emotion that flips the switch, that turns on our money magnet. And joy is at 540 hertz. This is like being at full throttle with our money magnet. So when we are at joy, we can be with any emotion or frequency that is a lower vibration, which is almost all of them, and we're really in attraction mode. So it's a beautiful both and, because both we have the space and capacity to be with anything that comes our way, and our money magnet is activated. So we have to build with joy as a constant. Now, this does not mean that we have to be in joy 100% of the time. That's not realistic, but that we consistently let ourselves go there. This video is about how making money is an inside job. And so we do the internal work of cultivating joy, of bringing ourselves to an energetic set point of joy again and again and again, because it has us be an energetic match for money. It also has it be much easier to take actions to implement the strategy. Remember earlier we said strategy is a great thing. We just can't build that strategy on top of scarcity or exhaustion. Well, that's not what joy is. When we are in joy and then we activate our strategy, our money magnet is turned on and we can have the results that we're looking for. But it has to start in here. It has to start with us cultivating joy to turn on the switch of our money magnet. So if your common emotions are things like shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire, anger, or pride, then your money magnet probably isn't on. Now, this does not mean that you just need to get happy, but you do get to take on the inner exploration of being with whatever gift that present emotion is offering to you and processing with that emotion so that you can organically lift into the next one. Making money truly is an inside job, because our emotional and energetic set point determines if our money magnet switch is turned on or not. Now, there are a variety of different things that jumpstart our joy. Joy is not one size fits all. It looks and comes from a different place for all of us. So if you want to explore what your joy avatars are, if you want to explore what your joy avatar is, or your joy activators, go ahead and take our quiz to learn what your joy avatar is. And this will reveal to you, knowing your joy avatar will reveal to you your joy jumpstart so that you can look at where in your life you can pay attention to activate more joy. And when you are doing that, you are doing the internal work of turning on your money magnet. And now it's a win-win. You both get to live your best life that you are here for and have profit come along as a result. Today, I've given you the basics of how making money is an inside job, and there is so much more. This is why Lisa and I are running the Joy Challenge, which is a 5-day challenge where you will learn what your joy activators, aka the inside work that has making money come naturally, really are. So instead of working around the clock, hoping that eventually you'll arrive at a destination of happiness once you have enough money, you can step into radical, sustainable joy now and watch how that opens up the door for your dreams, your bank accounts, to flourish in your life and business. The challenge starts soon, so join us today. And if you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so that you never miss an episode. We'll see you next week.